Level 4 to level 10 in just 6 months. This is what I did differently. Step 1, self-reflection. This is the biggest reason 90% of players are hard stuck in their ranks. If you're just loading into CS2, running around, and expecting improvement to magically happen, it won't. If you want to improve, you have to play with the intent to learn. Every time you die, ask yourself one question. What could I have done differently? What could I have done differently to win that duel? What could I have done differently in that round to have more impact? Sometimes the answer is obvious. Maybe you did everything right and just missed your shots. A lot of the time, though, it's smaller. A slightly better timing, cleaner crosshair placement, better movement, improper use of utility. Different decision-making would make for a very different round. Noticing these problems, improving on these micro-adjustments will make you a much better player. If you build the habit of reflecting, you'll learn more from one match than most players learn in 20. Self-reflecting. Playing A side, I used to play up here, and I would hold Palace, and then sometimes I would pop up and I would check Tetris. But I learned very quickly that you can't see ramp peeking out unless you peek out super far. By that time, you're already spotted. After enough times of people walking up to sandwich and clearing me and getting a free kill on me, I realized this is not a good spot. So now I will play here. I can watch Palace and occasionally check ramp. You can peek around both sides. I've gotten many multi-kills holding down sight, just playing around default, and them not expecting where you're going to be. If you build the habit of reflecting on your mistakes, you'll learn more from one match than most players learn in 20. Step 2, practice. This is where most players waste their time. They hop in a deathmatch server or a workshop map, shoot 100 bots, and jump straight into queue. That's not practice, and that's not warming up. Most players believe that the best way to learn in CS2 is to just play it over and over. In reality, this is only true when it comes to game sense. I'm currently playing with people that have 5 to 10 times my matches and my hours, and I'm keeping up with them because I have learned the skills that took them thousands of matches to learn by doing it differently. I practiced one skill at a time until it was baked into my brain. It became automatic. Here's what that looked like. Aim training. If your aim is inconsistent, use something like Kovacs. You can train your tracking, clicking, flicking, and reaction time, playing scenarios tailored to your skill level and slowly moving up to harder scenarios as you improve. Crosshair placement. Angle Trainer on Refrag is the best tool that I have found to practice my crosshair placement. You can play deathmatch on map-specific servers. If you play deathmatches every single day, you will get better. You will learn exactly where heads appear and where to put your crosshair for every single angle. Movement. Hop into a KZ, Surf, or B-Hop server occasionally. This is beneficial as a player getting comfortable with the awkward movement system that CS has. Not only that, it is fun to change up what kind of game you are playing. You go from a first-person shooter to a parkour game. Sometimes it's a nice break. Counter-strafing. Start with bots on a workshop map. Strafing back and forth. I highly recommend the peak game mode on 5E_aim hub, one of my favorite workshop maps. Then you can move into deathmatch servers and force yourself to practice it against real players. Recoil control and spray transfers. I used Refrag for this. You don't have to, but I did. Their spray transfer mode made a huge difference for me. It allowed me to learn the AK spray pattern insanely quickly. And yes, when I first learned spray patterns, I had the follow recoil crosshair turned on. People absolutely clown me for it, but it baked the muscle memory into my brain. Once I had that muscle memory, switching back to a stable crosshair was effortless. Use workshop maps to your advantage. You're in a standard warm-up where you shoot the bots. But you have so many different modes on this workshop map. You have peak training, showed you earlier. You have recoil training. You have hold training. You practice your op. There's this little aim training mode. I've never done this before. Hmm. 10x that shit. 10x that shit. 10x that shit. 10x it. Okay, that was the aim training mode. One of my second favorite map is fast aim / reflex training by Yodokas. Another great map is training_aim_CSGO 2 by RIP. Another great map is aim_rush by Joey Biden. Don't try to practice everything every day. Pick 1 or 2 things per session and build consistency. Step 3. Study the great. This is the secret sauce nobody talks about. Instead of only watching pro matches, I watched how pros play pugs. That's where you see their real decision making, their timing, their lazy utility, their real off angles. I remember watching a donk demo on Nuke and seeing him hold this weird angle I'd never tried. The next day, I got up in that exact spot and got 2 free kills because nobody expected it. Studying pros gives you positions, rotations, and utility that you would never think of on your own. After doing all of this consistently for 1,000 hours, I went from level 4 to almost 2,600 FACEIT Elo, just 10 months after starting to play CS2. If you're stuck at your rank, it's not because you're bad. You just need the right system. And most of all, you need to be intentional with your time. If you want me to break down my full warm-up routine or show you exactly how I review my deaths, drop a comment and I'll make a part 2. Thanks for watching, and if this helped you at all, consider liking the video and hitting that subscribe button. It helps way more than you think. See ya!